Pleasure to be here. A lot of work goes into showing up for things like this. There's a financial cost to it, and I'm just grateful that there's others that believe in the gospel and the sharing of the good word to bring it to you here in San Francisco. Have a good day, sir. The Lord shared on my heart for something here. I grew up in California in a pretty rough area, no different than some of the areas here in San Francisco. But it's great to be here, and I got something for y'all. It's salty as the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the largest and deepest of Earth's 5 oceanic divisions. There's a warning about salt for us. If the oceans lost its saltiness, all marine life would die. Earthquakes would begin, and that's no foreign thing for us, is it here? San Francisco, earthquakes, we got earthquakes here, right? Well, that's what would happen. So if the salt just suddenly disappeared, tsunamis would have taken effect, volcanoes would rupture into the skies, and the tsunamis themselves would decimate coastal areas. As the Arctic caps sank into the ocean would freeze with ease. All marine life in the ocean would die. Oxygen levels would decrease by 50%. I think we'd all be in trouble at this point. Mankind and animals would surely die. If the Christians were to no longer be the salt of the earth and disappear, what would happen? What if God calls good is no longer here? Let me say that again. What if what God calls good is no longer here? In Christian eschatology, we discuss tribulation and revelations, judgment upon earth and mankind. We refer to these as the end days. How bad could it be? In Romans 5, 6 through 11 verses, for while we were still helpless, and at the right time, Christ died for the ungodly. For one will hardly die for a righteous man, though perhaps for the good man someone would dare even to die. But God demonstrates his own love around towards us. And in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. Much more than having now been justified by his blood, we shall be saved from the wrath of God through him. For while we were enemies, let me say it again, for while we were enemies, we were reconciled to God through the death of his Son. Much more, having been reconciled, we shall be saved by his life. That's Jesus Christ.